LoL eSports kind of came out with their, not kind of, they did come out with their year in review.
It's a fact.
It's very much out there.
Yeah.
And there's some interesting stuff that Eric and I are going to discuss. Some different topics, you know.
There were some cool statistics.
There were some cool statistics. Let's start with the Bloodiest Game. And this stuff is always kind of annoying because it gets ruined by troll games.
It doesn't get ruined, it gets heightened by troll games.
I mean, the record gets heightened, but
Yeah.
I mean, the game is just a cluster of...
Clown Fiesta.
That's a better term than what I was going to say.
Yeah. More PG.
Yeah, more PG. Yeah, way better term. But it was Splice vs Vitality in Week 10, Game 2, when everything was pretty much decided already. So what do we do in that situation? Roll swaps.
Roll swap.
And pick terrible champions.
Oh, maybe not terrible, just, ones with higher skill caps that maybe some of these pros aren't used to, right?
Yeah, and it was a complete gong show, basically.
Oh, that's another good one.
I mean, anytime there's 79 kills in a contest.
Yeah. That's a solo queue game. That's kind of what I try for. You go for that kill a minute in solo queue games. But look at some of these picks.
You had Mickey X playing AP Gragas.
Classic.
I mean, no one was playing their respective roles. All kinds of crazy stuff there. Heimerdinger?
That's
Your
a
favorite?
triple kill on that AP Gragas, by the way.
Yeah, he was doing all kinds of damage. It was nuts. I think
Everyone's doing damage in this game. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, you got to go on hit Bard too. All that fun stuff.
That's a classic. Listen, Bard actually is insane for damage.
Oh, he hurts, man. And the Aurelia coming in. Eventually it'd be Splice to take the win after doubling up their kills, which is like 50 to 20. Absurd.
Still a little disappointed there wasn't a Teemo in that game.
Someone played Teemo in one of the troll games in ELCS, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe there was a Teemo there, I didn't see it. But if you're playing a troll game, you got to have a Teemo in the game. Doesn't matter where you're playing them, you got to have one. Must have in a troll game.
Or if you're Cloud9 from back in the day, you can just pick a competitive.
That was fantastic. Probably the highlight of Hai's career, in my opinion. And that's not to knock on the rest of his career. That moment was just that amazing. To legitimately pick Teemo in a game.
They won that game, did they not? Yeah.
And win.
To win with Teemo is something not many people have done before.
That's a tilter if you're the opposing team. During the game and after the game.
Indeed. Eric
Got some
loves
other
Teemo.
stats. I love Teemo.
Big fan. Yeah, longest game was also announced to be from the All-Star event. Oh,
That's pretty recent, man.
Why does the All-Stars event have the longest game? Just roll over and die if you're losing. Don't go on for an hour and 20 minutes and a second.
I can't forget that second.
No.
Maybe they should add, like, kind of how the 1v1s have an ending, like 100 CS. It should be like someone gets 800 CS or 700 CS, game's over. That could add some that stuff.
And look at the kill total. It wasn't even that high. This game was...
That's a resident sleeper, man.
It's a resident sleeper. At an All-Star event, this is not what you want. 80 minutes, and then afterwards they're just laughing. Even if I won, I'd be like, what are we
That
doing?
wasn't fun.
Can we just pick
I
stupid
might be FF at like 60 minutes. I'm just
Yes.
like, it doesn't matter if we're winning. Let's move on to the
This
next one.
title means nothing. Can we just move on?
And the fact that it was kind of, there were a lot of Chinese fans at this All-Star event, I'll say that, but no Korean team in the finals and no Western team makes for probably the least hyped finals you could think of, especially because it's in North America. But there were a lot of Chinese fans, but it wasn't the most riveting matchup in the finals. But it was a 5-game series that was interesting, except for that 80-minute snooze fest. Yikes.
Yeah, the Snooze Fest wasn't great. Snooze
Yikes.
Fest was not great.
No.
The next one was shortest game, but we don't really care about the game, actually.
Well,
I mean,
it was like 16 minutes or
it
something.
was like, 16 minutes and 50 seconds. It was between Fenerbahce and CLK, which translates to strawberries. The team I can't pronounce. I'm not going to try.
I'm not going to try either. It's a Turkish team,
Yes.
and their team name means strawberries, and their logo
Oh,
is the
man.
best thing on the planet. Maybe the galaxy.
Look at that. It's a macho strawberry man wearing a leather jacket. What on earth is that?
Now, upon first glance, that might look like Spider-Man in a leather jacket. But when you look closer, you see his hair is actually the top of a strawberry, that green stuff. It's probably got a name. I don't know. Lettuce. I'll call it strawberry lettuce. And there's strawberry seeds behind him that you can see, those annoying seeds when you have a strawberry. That is not only the greatest esports logo of all time, that's the greatest professional sport, professional, anything company. That's just the greatest logo of all time.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were talking before the show, being like, if I ran into that guy as a supervillain, I'd be devastated. Just the worst thing in the world, bar none, nothing's worse, is when you get one of those strawberries that is just all mush and you don't realize till you eat it, and it's like, ugh, this is awful. I hate everything about this.
You have to spit it out.
You have to spit it out.
You
So
can't
imagine
commit.
he's just launching those kind of strawberries at you.
But he'd be more evil about it. He'd be like, hello, free strawberry. And then you'd be like, oh, all right. Oh, not the mushy one.
I've been had.
Oh.
God damn it, strawberry man.
He could be a superhero too, though.
I guess so. He'd be like, don't eat that one, have this one.
Yeah, he gives you legitimate strawberries.
Could go either way.
But that logo is amazing.
Yeah.
Also, side note about that Turkish team, I don't know if it was the poor translation. I'm going to assume that's what it was on the website, but what they were referring to, the roles for each player, was fantastic. Top lane was the upper corridor. Oh, interesting. Jungler is, of course, the forester. Mid lane is the middle corridor, because you can't have a middle corridor without the upper corridor. AD carry, or marksman, is a sniper. And support is a support. You ever heard of support before?
I have, yes.
I'm going to assume that's bad translating, but a forester.
That's a
amazing.
Different occupation.
That is a real occupation,
yeah,
isn't it?
That's someone who cares about trees.
That's their job. Care about trees.
That's the title.
Hey, don't cut down that tree. I'm a forester. Oh, sorry, sir.
Yeah, I'll stop. I understand that. But yeah, there's no bottom corridor, which is pretty upsetting.
He's just a
How
sniper.
can you have an upper and a middle without a bottom corridor?
Why
or a lower corridor?
Why support the same?
Well, medic.
Medic. Yeah, sniper and a medic. That's actually cool.
That is pretty cool.
Not as cool as upper corridor, but.
Yeah. Or extra guy in lower corridor.
Yeah.
Could also be the title.
Bottom corridor 2.
Yes.
Not bad. But the strawberry logo is the best thing of all time. It doesn't matter that they got destroyed. They were also last in the Turkish league. Last split. It doesn't matter because their logo is fantastic.
You can suck as much as you want to if that's your logo.
Yes. I hope they never disband.
No. I want to see them at Worlds.
Yeah. I want to see them win Worlds because I want a strawberry skin. Oh my God. That's amazing.
It is amazing.
Wow. I hope they get a super team and win Worlds.
I'm with you. They should have signed GBM.
That's not a super team.
Strawberry GBM.
Strawberry GBM. Yeah, now we got to think of some great names for strawberry. Yeah. Strawberry smoothie? That's pretty good. Oh, man.
All right, what's next?
What's next?
Let me look at the sheet.
The damage one, probably, right?
Yeah, you're right, Eric.
That's right.
Highest damage per minute in a game. Everyone probably knows what it is.
What is it?
It was Cloud9 versus World Elite, Game 1, World's quarterfinals. Sneaky on Caitlyn did 1,781 damage per minute, which is like unheard of damage.
That record got broken like 4 times at Worlds.
Yeah.
Uzi had it. iBoy had an insane game. Sneaky had an insane game. And then he had an even more insane game on that Caitlyn. And of course, Cloud9 lost that game.
Yes, they did. But all of it is because of that busted item. Ardent Sensor.
Ardent Sensor that completely ruined the entire Worlds tournament. Thankfully, it's not nearly as bad anymore. But it took Riot a long time to figure that one out.
Yeah, but that game was crazy. Sneaky was popping off that entire game. Too bad.
It was basically 2 misplays where he got smacked by the Kog'Maw and, didn't get healed, didn't use his heal, didn't use a lot of cooldowns he could have survived.
He got two-shot.
He got 2-shot, and I believe he flashed in at one team fight.
Yeah.
But
who's counting?
I just
Looked
hit
like
twice.
You did count twice.
Two times, yeah.
I guess you did.
But.
All right, we got 2 more.
Okay.
We got most picked champion. This one might surprise you. Who would you think it was, Eric?
Well, I know who it is, so that might
choose
ruin
someone
the game.
else.
I would probably have said it's like Gragas because
he was played a lot.
He was played a lot. This guy's played a lot every year. But it's not Gragas, is it?
No, it's Varus.
Ooh.
How many times? 1,274 times, you might ask, or answer.
I wouldn't ask if that was. I would just know if I asked that. But that seems like a lot of games, by the way. Like I wouldn't even think there's that many competitive games in a year. Like if he's picked 100% of the time, I'd say that's too many games. So now I learned there's an insane amount of games in a year. But I guess that makes sense. He kind of survived through the lethality meta when he was Legolas Varus, and then when he was auto attack Varus. There were it's almost 2 different champions that you were playing, but he survived both metas.
And he also survived the pick ban phase, or the ban phase, because it was always Kalista getting kicked out, and Varus was kind of left over.
Yeah, he wasn't broken enough to ban.
Yeah.
But he was good enough to pick almost every game. So there you go, Varus.
Not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal for him.
And the most banned, it's not Kalista.
Wasn't Varus, probably.
It wasn't Varus. It was LeBlanc, which was 1,834 times banned. Oh.
It's like 600 more times than Varus was picked.
I know.
That's a lot of bans.
I mean, remember in spring, she was literally perma-banned every single thing. She had the Kalista treatment, but for LeBlanc, it even carried over into summer as well. So she was never seen, man.
I feel like she might be the most banned champion of all time. Like throughout the entire existence of pick ban phase.
Casson could be up there too.
Caston could be up there. But there's been various stages of LeBlanc, her multiple reworks, where she's just completely busted for the first couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And she has been busted at times this year as well. And I mean, when a skilled mid laner gets their hands on that champion, they're going to pop off. I mean, you would see Caps be terrible on some champions. And then he might go on the LeBlanc and be absolutely insane and get like 15 kills. Jensen, same thing. These guys just win the game when you have LeBlanc. And you get snowballing early with that champion. And you know that the jungler's going to camp that mid lane when you have her. Because she's busted.
She is busted. TYDFG.
TYDFG.
The old meme.
R.I.P.
Goodbye, Deathfire Grasp.
Goodbye, Heart of Gold.
That's a different. I don't think LeBlanc ever bought Heart of Gold.
You were playing her wrong then,
Oh,
man.
my bad. Gotta get that gold per 10.
Yeah, you got to get that. Cages and
Sorcerer's
Avarice.
Stone.
Oh, Philosopher's Stone.
Sorcerer's Stone.
You know, the first Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Is that what it was called? Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
I assume Harry Potter was the first part of that title. Great movie. Great movie.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more esports content.